Tier 1's exclusive series of Keeping the Dream Alive. My name's Shelley Ewing. I'm the president of Tier 1 Travel, and tonight we're going to be crossing the pond as we travel both to Croatia and Greece, really exciting destinations, with our host here, Gina Goranson, the business development manager of Collette Tours. Collette prides itself on award-winning tour managers, strategically located hotels, fabulous culinary experiences, and door-to-door sedan car service. Gina will also share information on Collette's new safety protocols and travel protection plans. So without further delay, let's turn it over to Gina.
Thank you so much. Hopefully I'm unmuted. I'm so happy to be here. I know we're all a little zoomed out, so I appreciate you guys logging in and joining us. I'm excited to share some information about what we are as a company and how you can enjoy a trip with us, hopefully in the near future. I know there's a lot of talk about travel and everything coming up, but this is just to kind of give you some information about what this company is. Before I started working for this company, I had no idea this world of travel existed, and I really do think that everybody can benefit from a guided travel experience. So without further ado, I'll get rolling into it. We are talking about two destinations that I'm extremely excited to speak on, Croatia and Greece. When we picked these destinations, it was 44 degrees in my house, my home office. So I think I was drawn to the water destinations, but it's still warm this week. So I'm still happy to talk to these destinations, and these pictures and the experiences that they showcase are just outstanding. So like Shelley said, my name is Gina Goranson. I am actually taking over all of Western Canada right now. I am the go-to girl if you have any questions, or if your advisor is looking to set a group up for you. We can work together to make sure you have the best of the best moving forward into these future travel plans. So who are we? What does our company stand for? What sets us apart? So we are a guided travel company. We do provide the most inclusions in the 4-star guided touring. We do pride ourselves in our hotels and our destinations. We definitely believe that we've pioneered our choice in guided travel. So we make sure that most of our tours have choice on tour, which is included, no surprise fees for you. We've perfected our tour pacing. So over the last year, we've had employees go through our itineraries and making sure that we have limited those one-night stays. So those destinations are definitely perfected for the amount of time needed in each destination. We are also responsible travelers that make an impact in those destinations. We know that when we have a lot of people on tour, we want to make sure that those destinations are better when we leave than when we arrive. We have worry-free booking, travel, and transportation. This is something that is extremely important for this day and age, and I'll touch a little bit more on that later. And we do think that we have the most seasoned team in guided travel. So our company has been around for 103 years. We're family-owned and operated, and I've only been with the company for 2 years now, and I feel like I'm already a huge part of this family. They definitely make sure that their employees feel like family and their guests feel like family, and they listen and they care, and it's just something quite remarkable to see as a company. We're debt-free, and we remain to be, especially since what has taken place. We're quite proud of that. We've given a lot of money back. We didn't give vouchers, or we gave the opportunity for vouchers, but a lot of cash went back into all of our guests' pockets. And we do have offices around the world, so you can get anyone in contact with at any time of the day. Why guided travel? Why do people choose to do this? Well, because of the camaraderie. A lot of times we are looking to travel, but maybe the people in our bubble aren't ready to travel. This gives us an opportunity to travel with like-minded people and see the world without feeling unsafe. We have hassle and stress-free. I really do think that when you book a trip with us, as soon as you commit, it's in our hands and you don't have to worry about it anymore. There's so much value to the guided travel aspect. We have professional guides, tour managers, we have local guides that just know the secret hidden gems about these destinations. That is a huge value and asset to all of these trips. An extra peace of mind with the customer service, again, safety and security. So that's just a little rundown of who we are. Now, what makes us at Collette? I talked about them a little bit here, but our professional tour managers and local experts. So we do have some of the best guides in the business. Now, my parents went on a trip with us to Morocco, and they're still in touch with their tour manager to this day. They send photos to each other. They're talking about what's taking place in each country regarding what has gone on in the last year. And they do become your go-to contact throughout this whole tour that you choose to join us on. And then we also have local experts. So your tour manager follows you around wherever your tour takes you. And then on different destinations, you have local experts. So they are the masters of that location. They make sure that everything is perfect, is safe, and they have the hidden gem access to that destination. Another beautiful thing that we add and contribute to our guided travel is our choice on tour. So if you're looking on our website, if you ever see this fork in the road, this is something that's included in our tours, and it happens simultaneously. So you pick and choose, and you kind of make your own adventure on this day. We always try to make it have one more active, one a little bit slower pace to just provide that opportunity for each activity level. So if you look at these, an example would be zip lining, or a hike in the lava fields. So those are just two different ones. We have a national park, where you can do a house or a museum tour, snowshoeing, or you're guided along the canyon walk. So again, we just have a little bit of say in those two opportunities, and it is again included in your tour. So those are like an excursion that is included, but it gives you a little voice and choice. Another big thing that we are very proud to showcase is our culinary inclusions. We know that we aren't just traveling to see things anymore. We're there to be part of that culture, and a big part of these cultural destinations is their food. So we make sure that we have an opportunity to have farm to table meals. You have hands-on opportunity to make these meals, and we always start and finish with a welcome and a farewell dinner. So you have an opportunity to get to meet those guests that you'll be traveling with, and then at the end, it's where you definitely don't want to say goodbye. You reminisce about those, and those meals are always connected to that place or destination that you have been. And of course, the wine or the beverage of choice is there as well. Again, we spoke to the strategically located hotels. So we don't just find city center, plop you there. We make sure that the hotels have stories, that they have meaning, that they make sure that where you're staying is represented in that accommodation. So again, I can speak to my mom and dad's trip in Morocco. One of the hotels that they stayed at was in the desert in a tent. So again, that's why we say 4-star accommodations. It was definitely a 5-star tent. They had running water, they had an outdoor shower, they had everything they needed for amenities, but it was definitely a full-on Moroccan experience. They woke up in the morning and the camels were outside of their tents waiting for them to take them on their next adventure of the day. So just different things like that. We make sure that you're not just close to the airport or in the destination city center. There's purpose and meaning behind those accommodations that we have chosen for those tours. We do have 5 different types of tours. We have our classic group, which is about 44 people per coach. We've got our smaller group explorations, which is about 22, 26 people. These are becoming very popular. They're a little bit more active. They've got a little bit more hands-on experience. Our spotlights are also gaining popularity as well. This is where you stay in one hotel for the duration of your tour. We've got river cruising as an option, and then we also have a faith-based line too. So we've got pilgrimages and different things connected along the line of faith. We also have our Oberammergau tour for 2022 available too. So if that's something that's been in the back of your mind, definitely reach out and see if there's space still available for you. I've got a video to show and share a little bit more about us as a company, and then we'll continue on.
We have over 160 tours to all 7 continents and 5 distinct travel styles.
Spotlights is our fastest growing travel style. These tours stay in one destination and really give travelers a chance to live like a local.
My apologies.
We have over 160 tours to all 7 continents and 5 distinct travel styles.
Spotlights is our fastest growing travel style. These tours stay in one destination and really give travelers a chance to live like a local, explore, and experience the city in depth.
Spotlight on Paris is always très popular. After all, it is the city of love.
Explorations programs are small group tours that offer more culturally immersive experiences.
I just need you to mute yourself there, Val. There we go.
Explore the Alps entirely by train on Switzerland, hidden trails and majestic peaks.
In 2020, all Explorations tours will be carbon neutral, and most of those tours will have impact moments. Impact moments are responsible experiences like visiting a social enterprise, supporting the local community, or doing something to protect the environment.
Our classic tours span the globe. They feature the must-see sites. They connect travelers with the local culture and have the food that's worth traveling for.
Our product design team is on the road all year, creating tours that our guests are asking for. We stay ahead of trends.
We listen. We collaborate.
We innovate.
That's why this year we have over 20 new tours to places like Morocco, Patagonia, Croatia, Greece, the Azores, and Russia.
We've been doing this for a long time.
So that last guy that popped up there, that's Dan. He's the CEO of the company, and he actually just returned from our our Costa Rica tour. So he's out there, he's making sure that these destinations are ready to go. Just going to continue to mute everybody. Sorry. And he's hands-on, so he's making sure that everybody does have the best opportunity and the safest experience, and he's definitely not sitting back and letting everybody else test run it. He's making sure that things are good to go from his standard as well. So the video talked about a little bit of spotlights. This is a duration stay in one hotel. So an example of that is we have a spotlight in Nashville. We've got one in New York, Tuscany. We've got a different area for kind of each genre, and people tend to believe that these are a little slower paced, but that's not the case. We have you all over the place from that one destination, but it does feel like home because you do get to have an opportunity to stay in one hotel. Another showcase is our small group explorations. So the video touched base on those as well. Just a little bit more of a unique experience, some hands-on and hotels that perfectly capture that destination and that exploration vibe. Now, a little bit more, we continue to push through the logistics here, but this has been one of our go-to selling features forever, and it's definitely been highlighted this year. So our travel protection plan, if you purchase that with us, you have up to 24 hours before your trip takes off to cancel for any reason. You do not need any medical note, no medical questionnaire. It's one price for any age, pre-existing conditions covered. So if you believe that you should travel, we believe that that is the case. and we make sure that that's possible for you. So the joke is in this industry is if your cat has a bad hair day, you need to phone your travel advisor and say, I can't leave my cat at home alone with this haircut. We will give you full cash back guaranteed. Obviously, we would keep that travel protection plan money, but everything else, if you booked flights or if you booked the land portion with us, will go back to you, no questions asked. We get it. Life is very unpredictable these days, and we want you to know that we understand that and we honor that moving forward as well. That also includes protection on tour. So if anything happens with a delay, the travel, flight interruption, bag loss, missed connections, medical, it does cover COVID-19, so it is definitely one of the best things that we are offering at this time, in our opinion. We are also making sure that there's travel protection with a little bit of added flexibility as well. So right now we're making decisions 30 days out before departure to make sure that it is the best place for you to be when that time is for you to leave. Again, just touching base on what we're doing, what we've done over the last year and a half, making sure that when you do take off, it is going to be the best experience for you. So we've enhanced our wellness measures. We've made sure that every destination and vendor that we are going to is up to the standards that we are expecting leaving the country. We have smaller groups. We've enhanced our cleaning and disinfecting, and of course, making sure that everything is good to go before you leave your home. So the fun stuff, now we get to talk about Greece, islands hopper, and our Croatia and its islands. So Greece, we see this beauty from every island around it. You get to take the ferry on the ocean, and then you jump around and see 2 different islands from this destination. So every tour that you have with us will give you a tour at a glance. So where you fly in, where you fly out of, and you see destination to destination. As you can see, that dotted line, that's your ferry. That's how you would get around to see those, and you see the beauty all around you everywhere you go. This overall activity level of this tour is a 2. So it means that you like the balanced approach to travel. You feel confident walking for at least 30 to 45 minutes at a time. You're comfortable with cobble streets and uneven pathways, but you're also okay to sit back and relax and enjoy the beauty at the same time as well. I'm going to go through a little bit of a day by day on this tour to showcase what that looks like. We'll get through Croatia, and then we can open up for questions as well at the end. So, of course, you see Athens. This is where you would start your tour, in the capital city here. So it has lots of history, lots of culture, everything just starting that tour right off the bat. When you join us, like I said, you will have a welcoming dinner, and of course it tastes like that culture. So this is the traditional tavern feast with a local cuisine and the wine, enjoying that Greek entertainment as well, making sure you get the full vibe of that Greek feel. You enjoy the magnificent views as you cruise across the brilliant sea to the island paradise. Here you see Mykonos. You get to enjoy a lot of time here. We do give you free time. It's not go, go, go like the stereotypical guided travel feel. We want to make sure that this tour is for you and that you do have an opportunity to just sit at the cafe, look at the ocean, watch the people float by if that is what you're looking for. But then also you have your tour manager there if you ever need to be pointed in a little bit more of an active adventure on your tour. Of course, we had the choice on tour, which is included, and then we also offer optional add-ons to add on to any tour that we have. So this one is the Flavors of Mykonos. So this is a 7.5 hour option that you can add on to your tour. So you can choose to stay and relax and enjoy the island yourself, or you can always add on something a little bit more. Your transportation would be included in this, and it just gives you a little bit more of a guided experience if you so choose. Of course, the next day you have another day for an opportunity for you to just wander through these beautiful white, or another option for an add-on if that is up your alley. On day 7, you cruise to the most spectacular destination, in my opinion. You see Santorini here. It is this beautiful, massive volcanic eruption island. So again, this is where some of the earliest settlements took place, and it is just known for its wineries, its breweries. You can cycle along if that's what you're looking for, and any kind of adventure that you can imagine, you can definitely take place here on this island. The next day, we make sure you have an opportunity to see the ruins. You travel through more of this fascinating landscape of the vineyards, the whitewashed chapel. You see the volcanic cliffs. Again, just beauty everywhere you look, right? It looks a little bit different than our living rooms do these days. And at the end of this day, you're going to visit a local winery, actually, and you're going to see and taste some of their local produced, unique, and famous wines that are found in Santorini. The rest of that afternoon you have at leisure, then you fly back out of Athens and enjoy and reminisce about your wonderful experience in Greece. I've got another video to showcase a little bit better what Greece is all about. Just showcases a little bit differently. Our next tour that we're going to showcase is Croatia and its islands. So my parents are actually planning to take this adventure in September of this year. Hopefully everything takes place and they are able to make that happen. Again, it's just one of those destinations that they're definitely happy to have on the calendar right now, but if things change, then we will make sure that, again, if it's not good for them to go, we will make sure that they are as safe as possible. So if you look here, most of our tours will always give you this breakdown. It's a 12-day tour, 19 meals included. We like to leave lunch open for people because that's when they have the time to do their exploration on their own. And some people like to have bigger breakfasts and then not have to be rushed around to meet at for lunch. And you can see that there's the fork in the road there, that little green symbol, meaning that we do have an option or a choice on tour for this. So here's this tour at a glance. This one is a little bit of land and a little bit of yacht. So it's a combination here, which is absolutely outstanding. You fly into Zagreb and out of Dubrovnik, and you have an opportunity to see the internal side as well as that coast side as well. So you fly into Zagreb. Here's where your tour starts in the capital of Croatia. Your adventure continues here through Šibenik. You will obviously enjoy a local dish with us. You will get all of the flavors, all of the colors, and everything that makes this culture shine through your taste buds. We make sure that you get all of the history that is needed. On these tours, you have a little bit of history, you have a little bit of the culture. We make sure that those natural heritage sites are showcased, and then we always make sure that those different unique destinations are there as well. So here is where you will also have an opportunity to see the national park. This is one of Croatia's natural wonders. It's absolutely outstanding, and you do have to bus in there, but you do have an opportunity to take that afternoon to just fully enjoy it, walk around, get that whole national park feel, and it definitely feels like you're a little bit outside of the city, which is a beautiful, beautiful vibe to have. On day 5, you head over to Split. This is one of the oldest cities in the historic region, and it's the second largest city in Croatia. It's a coastal gem. Here is what I was talking about. You have your choice on tour. So you can either go to the museum or you can go to the gallery. These do take place simultaneously. So we do say sometimes mom needs to go to the museum, dad goes to the gallery. They need a little bit of separation, but they have some different things to talk about when they return to have dinner together. So again, just furthering those two options. Now, once we exit the land portion, we jump on the water. So this is the yacht that you will be spending the next 7 evenings on. It is actually, we signed the contract with them before everything took place in 2020. So we had our first tour leave out of the States to go on this one at the beginning of June. They've returned. They said it's absolutely outstanding. The rooms do not disappoint. The meals are incredible. So they've definitely outdone themselves here with this transportation and accommodation. So here's a little bit of an insight as to the dining space. You will have a captain's welcome dinner here on the ship. Again, the feedback from the food on ship was outstanding. They definitely did not go hungry, and they enjoyed many, many beverages as well. So from the ship, we take you through the islands of Croatia. You bounce around, you visit the town of Bol here, located in the picturesque island of Brac. You see the Golden Beach. You have free time here. Perhaps you swim along the shore of the Golden Cape, or you get in and go for a little, maybe you want to jump on a motorized vehicle in the water and enjoy a little free time that way. The next day, you cruise to the sunny island of Hvar here. Along the way, you coast the quaint coves and the bays tucked along the Adriatic Sea. The next day, you have an opportunity to see the lavender fields. You see the Hvar's restaurants. We make sure that you have a very unique experience here. So that's something that we pride ourselves in. Again, those restaurants are speaking the culture, and those memories will be there forever. This is Bicivo here. And then, of course, you have the opportunity to see the Blue Cave. This island is home to the Blue Cave, the stunning grotto within the blue glow. So this is something that you exit the yacht and join your tour manager here for a little bit of a different adventure. From here, we go to Korčula on day 9. This is the island that is debated to be the home of one of the world's most famous explorers, Marco Polo. You continue to Slano here, a port city just outside of Dubrovnik. You explore the land portion where you get to have an optional excursion of Ston, if that is up your alley. And then the next day you see the city of Dubrovnik. So this is the pearl of the Adriatic, and it definitely has so much history, so much color, so much to offer, that it's a beautiful place to end your tour of the Croatia and its islands as well. So join us in Croatia, hopefully sooner rather than later, and experience this beauty from a different side.
Croatia is not a destination you typically find on people's bucket lists, but it really should be. It is a safe and beautiful country. People are really warm and welcoming, and I would recommend it to any traveler looking for somewhere new to explore in the Mediterranean. So this tour is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Travelers are going to see a lot of different scenic views. Beautiful coastlines and beaches, to walled cities, medieval towns, lush national parks. They're really going to get a bit of everything, which I really love about this tour. It's also incredibly inclusive. You are on a 36-passenger ship. You're basically traveling on a yacht. So it's really a great way to see the coastline. And it's how our guests deserve to cruise. Going to Croatia and experiencing and designing this tour, I am in love with the country, and I know you will be too.
Beautiful, beautiful. So with any tour, you always have the opportunity to personalize that tour. So again, just because it's guided travel doesn't mean that you don't have that chance to make it your own. That's where you can reach out to your travel advisor. They make sure that you have everything that you need from start to finish. So Elite Air, we can include dining experiences. If you don't want to worry about picking or choosing dinners along the way, we can make sure that every dinner is included. You have your optional excursions, pre and post nights. A lot of people are doing back-to-back tours, or if they know that they're making the flight over there, why not stay a couple nights before and after? That is all things that we can make sure are possible for you if that is something that you are choosing. Again, no worries, travel protection. We want to make sure that this is truly emphasized. You have that opportunity to cancel at any time, any reason, if anything changes. This is something that we know is a huge, huge hesitation for people. And we want you to know that if anything does happen, we honor that and we make sure that that money goes back to you. You're covered on tour, like I said. We also believe that if you've traveled with us before, you'll want to travel with us again. So if you travel within the year, that's $150 off of your next trip. Within 2 years, you have the $100 off offered for that as well. We do feel like our guests are family. We do notice that a lot of people do travel with us again and again. So it is something that we are very excited to offer our guests. I have one more video and then we can open it up to any questions if they are there.
Today is a day unlike any other. The streets are empty. The world is quiet. Today, we will not gather together, yet we will discover ways to come together as one. We will press pause and reflect. We will call loved ones to check in and reminisce. We will remember the good times, because so often in this non-stop, forward-looking world, we don't always get the chance to re-engage with moments from the past. The moments that moved us, and the ones that made us laugh. The moments that were simple, special, and serene. Moments you never thought possible. It's time to relive them. Take out those old photos. Look back on those moments. Reach out to family and friends and recall those special times. Because while this intermission in our day-to-day may be temporary, our memories are forever. And until we're ready to set out once again, share your memories, tell your stories, look back, then look on. For tomorrow holds a bold and beautiful promise.
Absolutely. We can dream now to travel later, and we want to make sure that everybody has that opportunity to do that. So we travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. I truly believe that. I know that this year and a half has been absolutely, it's been a roller coaster. So I'm looking forward to the future of travel. I know that a lot of us have things hopefully on our bucket list that are ready for us to approach. Thank you so much for your time. I know that it's hot outside, so everybody wants to get out and go, and maybe everybody has stampede plans. But is there any questions? I'll open it up and we can have a chat if that is something that you guys would like to do. I think some people did post in here.
Yep, there was a question about demographics. I think I saw that one.
Okay, so for this, wondering how many people you require for a group. If we blocked space for you for 16 people and 2 people are able to do it, or 2 people commit to it, that's a group for us. We have 2 opportunities. You can do a group if you want to go through your advisor to do it that way, and then we can block the space, hold it for you, or if you just want to pick a date and then book retail, that's also an opportunity as well. So there's kind of 2 different approaches to it, but there's no limit to the group number. And generally how it works with retail, so if you are booking and you are looking at, say, Colors of Morocco, how it would work is you would just join other travelers from all over that have booked on that travel date as well. So the beauty of booking a group, if you have made, some people are doing this for family reunions or different things, and if you get that space, then you can definitely have the opportunity to hold it for only your people. Demographic of most tours, nationality. We've got people coming from all over the place. Our age is definitely around, I think our average age is 60, 65, and that is always changing. definitely, but that's definitely our age bracket. We had someone join us and he was 93 years old. And he has been on a tour with us at least every year, but this year he was a little bit bummed because he wasn't able to go, but he's definitely looking at other tours to join. So there's no age restriction. That's honestly the beautiful part of our travel protection plan. If you feel comfortable to travel, of course, we want to honor that, and sometimes there's a couple hiccups along the way. So that's just something to consider for sure. Any other questions?
I don't see any more.
Is your pricing in Canadian dollars? Yes, so if you do look up online, if you go to gocollette.com, make sure the top corner, there's a drop-down menu. So it could either be US dollars, Canadian dollars, or Australian dollars, but there is an option for you to have Canadian dollars there. Specific departure dates. We do have specific departure dates. So if there is, an example would be for the Oberammergau Passion Play. That takes place every 10 years. So that would only take place in 2022. It was supposed to be 2020, but then they bumped that back. We have the Floriade and the Chelsea Flower Show. So those take place on specific dates that would only happen. Another one is the military tattoo. So different things like that. So if there's a event that happens in that destination, we definitely make sure that we have dates that kind of coincide with that. Single bookings, that is possible. We have the single supplement rate available. Generally, it is more expensive than the double rate, but it is definitely an option. Some hotels don't have very many of them, so that's why it is limited, but it is definitely available if that is the possibility. Percent, I don't know the percentage of price increase. It varies between just what the vendor has and what the accommodation looks like. Okay, I know questions come up, so please do not hesitate to reach out to any of your Tier 1 travel agents if that is something that maybe sparked something in the back of your mind. Or if you have questions, again, you can get my email. My email is just ggoranson@collette.com. So if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can point you in the right direction. I do thank you so much for taking time. Again, just think of where we can go in the future. I know it's not here or around the corner, but it's getting close, and we want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to get out and see the world because it's waiting for us.
It sure is. And, I know I'm ready to pack my suitcase. That looked amazing. And haven't been to Croatia, and it's definitely on my bucket list. So thank you very much, Gina. That was a great presentation. Thank you, everyone, for attending. And like Gina said, reach out to any of your Tier 1 consultants. And other than that, have a wonderful evening.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks so much.